Shakespeare may have asked the question, what's in a name? But he was probably never prepared for the answer Andrea McNichol is able to give. For example, the rise and fall of Richard Nixon, she says, can be seen in his signature.
From his inception in office to, that was in '68, and you can see the letters are tall and proud and easily legible at this moment. And here in '69, he's starting to have some problems with Watergate, and the letters are losing their vitality. And here, Watergate is in full swing in early 1974. And now we are not sure what his name is anymore. Then, at the time of his resignation, there was nothing left to his public signatures except a squiggled line and an Xing out, as we say. He had to cross the X. And the man was just feeling like he wrote.
Andrea McNichol is a practitioner of the science of graphology, which is the study of individual handwriting for indications of physiological, psychological, and intellectual characteristics. She is well qualified to do that, having studied graphology at the University of Heidelberg and the Sorbonne in Paris. She had to leave the country to learn those skills because they were not offered here, and that's one of her major complaints. When people think of graphology, at least in this country, they think of handwriting analysis at a fair or a circus, and it doesn't seem to have much credibility.
No, doesn't have any. And the reason for that is that the educators in the United States have not recognized this subject as worthy of schooling. Therefore, there are no licensing programs. There's no way to establish your credibility based on research, learning, education, and then there are no testing procedures to know if anybody knows what they're doing.
And so Andrea McNichol decided to change all that, and lately her efforts have been paying off.
Okay, you are about to enter the world of graphology, and I promise you that after this course you will never again be able to pass any piece of handwriting, whether it be in the trash can, on a billboard, or in someone else's drawer. You will find yourself analyzing it.
She's been successful in initiating graphology courses at UC Irvine, UC Berkeley, UC Santa Barbara, and this one at Los Angeles Community College.
And it's important to know just something a little bit about handwriting and physiology just for 1 second. Would you all put your pens in your mouth for a moment? Just try to write your name with the pen in your mouth. Isn't this great? Isn't it fun? Some weird, sick group therapy. It should have been obvious that you were trying to duplicate someone's writing. Whose writing was it? Your own. A study of 20,000 amputees who could not use their hands to write with showed that eventually when they had to learn to write with a pen in their mouth or between their toes, the handwriting, quote, comes out identical to when they had to write with their hands. So what does that tell you? Is it handwriting? It's your brain.
While the college courses are a major step towards establishing the credibility of graphology in this country, the work Andrea most enjoys is the time she spends with the gifted children's class at Gardner Elementary School in Hollywood. Her students are receptive, and her message is the same as what she tells her college students.
All right, we're going to have a review. Okay, that's why I wanted you to put all your papers away. I'm going to write a sentence on the board. Something's going to be wrong. I want you to tell me what's wrong. Raise your hand and give me the psychological reason that caused the wrongness. Something's wrong here. What's the word that's wrong and why? What could possibly be going on in the mind of the writer to cause what you think is wrong? Yes.
Better.
Why is better wrong?
The whole word is big and trying to draw your attention. So maybe that would mean that the writer wants you to understand that he's better, so the writer will have you know, so he'll be convinced by other people that he is better, so it might make it the opposite.
Exactly.
Another indication that her efforts are paying off are the number of businesses that are using graphology as a hiring tool. According to Bruce Lawrence, the operations manager for the 9-store chain of John Kendall Jewelers, it can be an effective security device as well.
We had an internal theft of about $30,000 in our company. And so I went to Andrea and I showed her the handwritings of all the people that worked in the store or who had the opportunity to be involved. And she took a look, and about 30 seconds later, she said, this person right here is the only one that could have possibly done it. So as a result of that, we intensified our investigation of this person, and sure enough, he confessed and he returned $30,000 worth of diamonds.
What exactly can you tell from a person's handwriting? I mean, how far can you go?
You can see educational level, intelligence level, aptitudes, work behavior, emotional behavior, whether or not there are drugs in the system, whether or not they are alcoholics, and integrity level. You basically know how the person is functioning at this particular moment.
You can't spend much time around Andrea McNichol without your curiosity getting the best of you. I lasted about halfway through the interview before asking her what she could tell from my handwriting.
Oh my God. That'll be $100, Melody. Okay. Let's see here. Well, remember I was saying before that I look to see if you have normal treatment. Each word is a projection of the human being yourself. You see your own image here. So that this becomes the brain area, the upper letters, middle, the daily life, lower, the fun, id parts. And when you accentuate the upper, it means that you put a great deal of your energy, remember, you're putting the most energy up here, into thinking, creating, thought processes, theories, fantasies, illusions, into the area of the mind.
That's the positive part. I decided to quit while I was ahead. Andrea McNichol is confident about the future of graphology. She believes it's just a matter of time before it is utilized like any other psychological discipline.
Once you understand how it works, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay, trash is good as new. Good as new.